What's going on, guys? This is DJ from Big Chief Vapor Products.
This is Ronnie from Big Chief Vapor Products.
And we are here to talk about all this bullshit that's going on with the FDA right now.
There's a lot of it, 499 pages worth of it. Alright guys, right now is the time we all need to stand up and fight for what we believe in. Go to CASAA.org right here. Let's see, that's right. I've got stuff over here. If you come to become a member right here, I don't know how well you can see it. Hopefully you can see this good enough. Right up top, just click on become a member, then go to sign up right there. And that's all you got to fill out. You just need name, zip code, state, email. That's it. Then you're a member of CASAA. These are the people that are going to be fighting for you as a consumer in regards to this industry. Another big point right over here. Let's see if I can find it in real time. I think it's over here on the front page. Oh wait, I lost the front page. There we are. Down here. Okay. There it is. Petition your legislator now to support HR 2058. So you're just going to click that take action button right there, and that's going to take you to, you're just going to fill all this out, submit it. It'll take you to a pre-written email. You can edit it if you want, put your own story in there. Let our congressmen know how this has affected your life. Let them know that this is not a bad thing, because the FDA seems to think that it's a bad thing. What these regulations will do, they're gonna move the industry back to February 15th, 2007.
The Stone Age.
Literally, the Stone Age. What was around in 2007? Let's be honest.
Blue cigarettes.
Blue cigarettes.
Cigalikes.
Did they even have an EVOD back then? I don't
Probably not.
I don't even
Probably
know.
Not.
So, I don't. It seems like it's a blatant play to bring the industry back to where big tobacco can take control of it again. Don't quote me on that, that's just my opinion, but it seems a very awkward date to bring it back to. Why not bring it back to a date where no e-cigarettes existed? They didn't do that. They're bringing it right back to where, kind of like big tobacco was just starting to get their foothold in this industry, and then vape shops kind of showed up, kind of took their industry from them in their eyes, and now they want it back. That's what the regulations are going to do. They're going to move, they call it a predicate date, and anything after that date can't be sold unless it seeks FDA regulation. Each application can cost anywhere between $320,000 and $1.2 million per application, per flavor, per nicotine, per PG-VG ratio.
And here's the catch. You pay all this money, they could still shut it down and still say no.
They could still say, nope.
Thank you for your
we don't think
donation.
it's safe, so can't sell it, but thanks for the money. So, what this is going to do, what HR 2058 is going to do, that's going to change that predicate date from February 15th, 2007 to, I believe, May 5th, 2016. That's the date that the FDA decided to lay down their regulations. So anything created before that date, May 5th, 2016, will remain on the market. Anything after it, it's kind of a gray area right now. They're giving us a 90-day time limit to come into compliance. We're honestly still trying to figure out what that means. I think from here on out in this video, now you know the facts. Go to CASAA, join CASAA, support HR 2058. And from here, we're just gonna ramble a little bit. This is gonna
be
be
ranting.
our opinions here. Don't quote any of it.
Shit's about to get real.
Yeah. On the way that I feel like they're trying to take our jobs away from us, and the way that things are kind of positioned, we really don't know if we're going to be able to remain in business. I don't know if that's going to happen in 90 days or 24 months. But worst case scenario, I think somewhere in between 3 months and 24 months, we'll be out of business unless something gets done.
On a whole other note, though, I just want to ramble a little bit. If somebody was to create something that made driving a vehicle 95% safer, it would be praised. If somebody created a procedure that made child labor 95% safer, it would be praised. We make something, not us personally, but an industry comes out where getting your nicotine is 95 to 100% safer than smoking traditional cigarettes. It gets shunned. I don't understand. I really don't. I give up with trying to understand what our government wants for us. They want better for us, but yet they're trying to knock us back to go back to smoking cigarettes, or their cigalikes and blue cigarettes, which suck and are probably just as bad as cigarettes are. They're terrible. When I first started, when I switched over to a vaporizer, it was a blue cigarette, and those things gave me headaches from the time I started with it. Literal headaches. I got migraines from it. And it wasn't until later that I found out, yeah, you finished all the juice in it and you're still getting vapor, but you don't understand that there's no more juice in it. You just see that there's smoke coming out. So you think you're still getting your nicotine, when in all actuality, you're just smoking on coil and whatever type of wick they have in there, and that's not good for you. That's what they're saying produces formaldehyde.
That burned coils,
shit.
Yeah, burning your coils and burning your cotton and inhaling that burned coil.
You literally can't see what is left in there. I mean, with this, you can clearly see that I have liquid in here, and this, a dripper. You can see when your cotton gets dry.
Ooh, I'm getting pretty dry.
With a blue cigarette, you can get vapor long after there's nothing in there, and that's not good for people.
No.
It's ridiculous. They're trying to knock this industry back to harm everybody.
What other industry have they moved back in time 9 years?
I mean, if you want to get technical with it, and the FDA has control over anything with nicotine in it, why don't they regulate tomatoes and eggplants and every other food with freaking nicotine?
Let's save the kids. Get the tomatoes. Get the potatoes.
A tomato is a freaking gateway to smoking cigarettes. If you want to bring it to there, I mean, come on.
I agree. Tomatoes are a gateway to smoking cigarettes. All that nasty nicotine that's in there. It's disgusting.
Alright, so back on a real note, guys, we need you to go to CASAA.
Yes.
And please become a member.
Yes, this is seriously going to dismantle an industry.
It's not looking good. The government is potentially taking tens of thousands of people and ruining their careers. People will be out of jobs. The unemployment lines will be out the ass. It's ridiculous.
The estimated, the guesstimate of loss that
like
the vape shop's going to suffer.
That was?
I forget the exact number of people, but it was something like 90% of vape shops across the country will shutter their doors. They will be closed down because of these regulations. 90%. That only leaves the biggest companies that are able to afford these $1 million applications alive. Maybe Kilo, maybe, I don't know, Cutwood or something. Maybe these big companies can survive. But
maybe.
Yeah.
They pay all this money to get their products approved, and they can still say no, and then what? They're out of $1 million
I think
there.
with the application process, and this is going to be, maybe my conspiracy side talking, I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna believe that they're gonna approve anything until I see that first approval go through, because they could easily just shut down the whole industry and deny everybody. They have that right, unfortunately, for some reason, somehow. Obama gave them that right in 2009 when he signed the Tobacco Control Act, giving the FDA authority to regulate anything with nicotine as a tobacco product. So like he said, tomatoes, potatoes, why aren't we regulating them? They seem to be killing children too. I don't see why not. They're everywhere. Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, all I see is freaking tomatoes all over the place. Kids are eating them. It's horrible. It's disgusting.
Tomatoes and potatoes.
Tomatoes, potatoes, chili peppers. There's more things out there. Just Wikipedia the shit. It's out there. Lots of things have nicotine. It's not just tobacco. Just to give you guys a little bit of motivation, maybe. This is an email from David Vitter, from Senator David Vitter, from Louisiana. He has written me back. I know it's a pre-written email. That's what politicians do. But typically when you get those pre-written emails in response, it's usually like, oh, thank you so much for contacting me. I really care about you and your family. How about, blah, blah, blah. It has nothing to do with what you're actually talking about. This is the email I got back from him. It's pre-written, but it's definitely about what I was talking about. And it states, Dear Mr. Plesha, thank you for contacting me in support of the FDA Deeming Authority Clarification Act. I appreciate hearing from you on this important issue. The FDA Deeming Authority Clarification Act, that is HR 2058. As you may know, the Food and Drug Administration is finalizing a regulation that would greatly extend the agency's tobacco authority to cover additional products, expanding the legal definition of a tobacco product, which they are. This is a tobacco leaf now. I had no idea that we had metal and steel tobacco leaves, but this, according to the FDA, is a tobacco leaf. Currently, the FDA only regulates cigarettes, cigarette tobacco, roll-your-own tobacco, and smokeless tobacco. This new regulation would expand the FDA's reach to regulate electronic cigarettes, cigars, pipe tobacco, certain dissolvable products, gels, and water pipe tobacco. So all these tobaccos weren't even regulated by the government until a week ago. I mean, that's your government for you. The FDA Deeming Authority Clarification Act would prevent the FDA from banning products that have hit the market since the original regulatory grandfather date of February 2007. And this is the key part right here. I understand and agree with your concerns about the potential for overzealous regulation of products, including e-cigarettes, by the FDA. I believe it is important for consumers to have access to safe products, but regulations must be based on sound science and not any political agendas. Please rest assured that I will keep your thoughts in mind as the U.S. Senate considers this legislation. I mean, that sounds like he's on our side. To me, at least. I know they got that. Other people have gotten this message and they seem to think that he's against it for some reason. I understand and agree with your concerns. I don't know how much more clear he can be. I think he's on our side. So, keep calling him, keep emailing him, make sure he's on our side. Do it with everybody else, too. Bustani, Scalise, I'm going to think of more of them. I should probably have a little sheet here with all their names, but I don't. They're all on CASAA. Go fill out that little pre-written email. It sends it to all your congressmen and President Obama himself. Ooh, and call Donald Trump, see if he can help. Who knows? He seems to be trying to fix everything nowadays, so make America great again. Another thing, for any consumers here in Louisiana, if you want to stand up for your state's right to vape, please contact... Whoa, where did he go? He's dropping. please contact cliftoncbray@gmail.com. That's cliftoncbray@gmail.com. He is going to be forming, I think he already has begun to form, Louisiana's first ever consumer-based advocacy association. And there could have been no better time to create this. I mean, we need everybody. We need you. How's that picture with your boy back Thomas? We want you. You know, that military, they're trying to get you. We want you. Who knows? Maybe this stuff will stay in. Maybe it'll get cut out. But wait. We need your voices now. Stand up and fight. Now is the time. There might not be a tomorrow. Do it today. Do it now. Help us. We need help.
Help us help you.
Help us help you.
Damn it.
Some more crazy bullshit that fills this 499-page docket. Because we're now a tobacco product, we're subject to the same laws and rules that tobacco is subject to. And that means no more samples, no more taster bar. I mean, it's like they're throwing everything out the goddamn window. Samples, gone. Taster bar, gone. This mod, gone. I mean, I think I just broke a mod. So please, let us rise up and fight. Just want to make it very clear right now that the FDA is saying that we are not allowed to say that e-cigarettes are safer than cigarettes. We're not allowed to say that. I'm just saying, we're not allowed to say that e-cigarettes are safer than cigarettes.
We're not saying that. We're just saying they're telling us we can't say that they are safer. I mean, we know what it is.
We are law-abiding citizens.
Without scientific proof, which we already have by multiple groups. What was it? The Royal
College of Physicians.
Royal College of Physicians, which were the people who told the FDA from day one that cigarettes were a bad idea and they were not good for us, but they didn't.
Back in the day,
they didn't listen. They didn't. They just threw it out the window. What do you know? And now, come to find out that they were right. That it's killing people, and they tell the FDA that this is safer than smoking cigarettes. But you know what they're gonna do? They're throwing it right out the window. Until years later, when it's too late to find out that, oh, it really was safer than smoking cigarettes. But, you know, too late now. Oops, we fucked up. And we're not going to say that we were wrong.
I think we've gone over most of the things that we understand. And we rambled a little bit, you know. So we're going to wrap it up right now. Again, just so everybody knows, even though we said it a bunch of times, go join CASAA, CASAA.org. If you're a consumer in Louisiana and you want to, you know, rile up some, I don't have a good word here, but if you're a consumer in Louisiana, get in touch with Clifton Bray. That's CLIFTONCBARY @gmail.com. He's going to be putting together I think he's already doing it. He's putting together the Louisiana Consumer Advocacy Association. So get in touch with him, and you know, he'll have some ways to fight this. Probably a lot like we're doing. Just support HR 2058. Call your congressman. Call the senators. Call the FDA, call the president, call Donald Trump, call Hillary Clinton, call everybody you can. Call Leonardo DiCaprio. Does anybody have his number?
Right?
He vapes. He vapes. We need some celebrities out here. So celebrities, if for some strange reason you ran into this video, come on, we need you.
Ah, yes, Chris. Or you can get in touch with Chris Ori. It's going to be chris@smokesignals.com. You can also talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Chris, for that.
There
We got a live feed on Facebook right now.
Yep.
He's staying pretty active. I appreciate you, brother.